Hello everyone. Welcome back to the another episode of Thoughtful Leaders and Initiative under Thoughts on Education by Collegedunia.com. Collegedunia is one of the India's leading educational portals catering to students, parents, and education industry players who are seeking information on exam cutoff, student reviews, or applying to colleges. Thoughts on Education initiative is to enrich the user experience at Collegedunia.com and try to bridge the long due gap between the vision of the top management and the students and parents as well. Today, we have with us Dr. Milind Shah, sir, Dean Academics at Father C.Rodrigues Institute of Technology. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ajay.
I would like to begin by enlightening our audience with a brief introduction of yourself. So, basically, Milind Shah, sir, has received a BE degree in Electronics Engineering from University of Mumbai in 1990. The MTech degree in Electronics Engineering from Visvavaraya Regional College of Engineering, Nagpur, that is VNIT Nagpur in 1993, and PhD degree in Electrical Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay in 2008. He is working as a Dean Academic at Father C.Rodrigues Institute of Technology, Navi Mumbai, and a professor and head in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department. He is appointed as a member of Board of Studies in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering by the University of Mumbai till 31st August 2022. Before joining FCRIT, he worked as a scientist engineer at ISRO, Bangalore, and as a lecturer at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Doneri. His research interests are speech and signal processing. He has a number of publications in national and international conferences and journals, including one in the IEEE transaction on audio, speech, and language processing. He is fellow of the IEEE and Institution of Engineers, India, a senior member of IEEE and life member of the ISP, and Acoustic Society of India. He worked as a chairman of IET in Navi Mumbai until July, from July 2014 to June 2006. So, welcome back again, sir.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction.
So, beginning with the interview, sir, my first question to you, being the Dean Academics of Father C.Rodrigues Institute of Technology, what is your philosophy of leadership? Like, how would you describe your leadership style?
Yeah, as you know, something in our institute, there are more than 1,500 students, which includes undergraduate, postgraduate, as well as PhD, that is at the research level. Now, to take care, every educational institute, the backbone of that educational institute is academic activity. So it is responsibility of the Dean Academics to take care of all the academic requirements of the students. Anyway, each of the department has got individual head of the department, and for every class there is a class teacher, etc. So currently, as a Dean, my responsibility is when the students are coming to third year and final year, and whatever institute level elective subjects they are having, to offer those institute level elective subjects, to update them what are the different courses being offered as an institute level elective, to get the forms filled up from them, and to assign the subject, that elective subject, to individual student based on their performance, academic performance in the previous semester. That is one. Second, apart from taking care of those elective subjects, we promote our students to go internship in the foreign universities. So being Dean of Academics, whenever we get opportunities of this particular information that, okay, these are the foreign universities where you can go and undergo the projects over there for 2 or 3 months, that complete responsibility I'm taking care of. That is the second point. And the third point, being Dean Academics, we always every year have the best outgoing student. So again, getting the applications from the departments and then shortlisting the final candidate and then selecting the final candidate. That is what is my responsibility. So that is as of now. In future, in next 2 years, we are planning to go for autonomy. And once we go for autonomy, there my responsibility will be much, much bigger. Because in that case, the complete drafting of the syllabus right from first year to final year, having the scheme design, etc., that complete thing will be my responsibility.
So, moving ahead to the next question, sir. How does the curriculum of your institute ensure the best practice for the industry?
Yeah, it's a good question. because every student would like to know that when I join engineering degree, then whether whatever will be the outcomes after 4 years, are those outcomes appreciated by the industry or not? Because if the industry appreciates those outcomes, only then the students will be recruited. And that is where the national level accreditation, National Board of Accreditation, that is the body we have, which is a government body located at New Delhi. And that accreditation plays an important role. Why? Because NBA, whatever model is followed, that is outcome-based education model. And that OBE model is not defined by India. That model is basically adopted from international level. We, as India, we are the signatory of the Washington Accord. And at international level, whatever model for the outcome-based education is being followed, that model is adopted by NBA. Effectively, what it means, if we are NBA accredited, we are ensuring our students and stakeholders that minimum, whatever international quality is expected from an engineer, that international quality we are giving to our students. So that is what is important of NBA accreditation for every department. I'm proud to say that in FCRIT, all the 5 undergraduate departments are accredited by NBA.
So moving ahead to the next question, sir. Any insights into how your institute could be more welcoming to the students of different races or economic backgrounds?
That is taken care by our admission process. As you know, Directorate of Technical Education, they conduct the admission for the first year students and the postgraduate students, etc. And then if you see the breakup of the seats, although we are Christian minority institute, some seats will be reserved for the Christian minority, but whatever remaining seats are there, in that remaining seats, the reserved category representation, open category representation for the girl students, everything is taken care. Over and above that, we also have some students which are coming from Jammu. There is a quota for Jammu students. So Government of India quota is there. Those students also come to our departments. And whatever are the government schemes for the scholarship, say tuition fee waiver scheme, so those who are economically weaker section, but their academic performance is good, there are some seats reserved where tuition fees is not taken. Similarly, Government of India has got number of scholarships for reserved category students. So all those schemes we are applying to our institute. So we are not differentiating any student based on race or something. Each and every student, we treat them as a student.
Yeah. So this leads to me the fourth question. Sir, what are some of the biggest challenges you see, both for the higher education in general and for FCRIT specifically?
Challenges always will be there, and we need to take those challenges positively. One of the most important challenge when we compare outcome-based education model of foreign university and FCRIT or in India, then one change in the model is the flexibility in the education system. So in foreign university, the education system is very flexible. If the student joins arts and if he wants to switch over to science, that switching is comparatively very easy. Or if the student is in engineering and if he wants to study some subjects from the arts or culture, that flexibility is there. Unfortunately, in our education model, that flexibility currently is lagging. And I hope with the new national education policy, which government has adopted, over the period of time, in the next 10 years or so, that flexibility will be introduced in our education system, and the students will be able to something like enter and exit at different points. At present, the things are very rigid. If they join engineering, compulsorily they will exit after 4 years. But in the new education policy, even after 2 years, if that student wants to leave, some certificate will be given that, okay, he has completed 2 years and then he can leave. Similarly, the flexibility will be introduced that they can accumulate the credits. At present, it is compulsory that student has to join a particular institute, earn those 170 or 180 credits over the 4-year period, and then only he or she will become eligible for the degree. But in the new education policy, they will be introducing this flexibility. I can study some 1 or 2 courses from this college, remaining 1 or 2 courses from some other colleges. I can go on accumulating the credits, and then once I accumulate the minimum required credits, I will be able to get the degree. So this flexibility that is missing, and we hope that with this national education policy, that gap will be filled up.
So moving ahead to the next question, sir. What do you think should be the institute's top priority for the next 10 years?
As I said just some time back, currently we are affiliated to University of Mumbai. So whatever curriculum is designed by the Mumbai University, we are following that very sincerely. But just now what I told, if you want to bring that flexibility for the students, they want to have different optional courses available. They would like to select one particular optional course. It should not be that 70% courses they are compulsory and every student will have to study those 70% courses. So once we become autonomous, we will be getting that flexibility and we will be able to provide to our student that, okay, right from first year to final year, every semester, they can select the courses which they like. Because once the choice is given to the students, their performance, academic performance and their devotion to those courses, etc., that will enhance and they will perform better. So becoming autonomous, and after becoming autonomous, having the teaching learning model which is more flexible, that is the top priority.
So moving ahead to the next question, sir. What would you like to people to know about your institute that they may not know?
Outside, if you ask any student or parent who are passed out or who may be planning to join our institute, they may say that FCRIT, Father Agnel, it's very strict institute. I would like to tell those students or parents that yes, we are strict, but why we are strict? I will explain you in 1 minute. If we expect that our students should come to the college at 8:30, and if they do not come to the college at 8:30, we make them wait for 15 or 20 minutes. Is that a strictness? I don't think that it is that strictness. It is a requirement. Everyone should be punctual. Whatever is the reporting time, everyone is supposed to report at that particular time. Second thing, we insist our students that once one particular assignment is given, that assignment should be completed within a week's time. Is that a strictness? Yes, it is a strictness, but that is what is required. You need to follow the deadline. If something like you don't follow the deadline, then it will be difficult for them whenever they will join any professional life. There also those deadlines will be given by their bosses. And if they are not used to how to follow those deadlines and how to complete the things in a given time, that is very critical. Similarly, we expect our students that they must attend all the classes regularly without missing, because we know that if any of the lectures they miss, in that case, it will be very difficult for them to pick up what has been covered, and then next lecture when they will come, they will be blank. So we insist for the things that, okay, this is compulsory, and that is why that name, something like this college is very strict. But I would like to say that this is for the betterment of the student only, because if you see our website and some alumni videos are uploaded, and if you go through those videos, every alumni is saying that whatever model we are following, that is the best model, don't make any changes in that. So when the students are in our system, they may feel that strictness, but they will realize importance of that once they join the professional life in their career. Also, I would like to add that it is not that we are just emphasizing on teaching learning. No, teaching learning definitely is there. It is the major backbone of our educational system. But apart from teaching learning, we emphasize many other things. We encourage students to go for foreign internship. We encourage students to go into regional internship, into regional college, other reputed institutes or industries. We encourage students to participate in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Various platforms are available at the department level and the institute level. Ultimately, whatever soft skills industries are looking for, those soft skills will get inculcated when the students, they go through those co-curricular, extracurricular activities, when they become a chairperson or a team leader for one particular activity, etc. So students may be knowing that we are strict, but they may not be knowing that we are making various platforms available for them so that they can enjoy it and they can develop those soft skills.
So moving ahead to the next question, sir. As we all know how this pandemic actually affected the education sector all over the world. Like, how does it affected your institute particularly, and what are the different deals? Like, I can say, how does the FCRIT dealing with this current situation?
Yeah, it was a tough challenge. As you said, it has affected all over the world, and many of the foreign educational institutes, many of the professors over there, they also struggle to cope up with this online teaching and all that. But I'm very happy to say we started preparing for online courses in the month of May. Every year we start our regular semester in the July first week. And this year also, despite this pandemic situation, we started our classes in July first week. There was not a delay of single week. And that credit goes to our teachers because they started preparing for those online classes right in the month of May. So month of May and month of June, they had prepared various video lectures, they had prepared various quizzes, they had prepared their presentations, etc. And with that, we could begin in the July first week. So it was a tough challenge, but our teachers had put a lots of efforts, and because of that, they could do very well as far as teaching the theory subjects are concerned. I agree that there are some courses which are laboratory courses. So naturally, because of this pandemic condition, students and teachers, they were not allowed to come to the department laboratories. So students might have missed that touch of hands-on training. But we are planning that once this lockdown is uplifted and once students starts coming to the department, whatever they had missed the laboratories, we will be covering those laboratories within a week or two, so that it should not happen that only theory they had acquired, but the skills they had not acquired. That we will be taking care.
So now let me ask the last question for the day, sir. Any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
New students, I encourage all the students, take your own decision. Have the discussion with your family members, your relatives, experts in the domain, teachers in different colleges, but start taking the decision yourself. It should not happen that I wanted to go in arts, but because my father forced me to go to engineering, I'm going to engineering. Or I wanted to do BSc, but because my parents forced me, I'm in engineering. Or I wanted to do mechanical engineering, but my parents forced, and that is why I'm doing computer engineering. That should not be the case. So my first request to students is start taking your own decision. And then you stick to that decision, accept that decision. If failure comes, you accept that failure and try to overcome that failure. That is the first thing. And second thing, again, on our college website, there are some videos we had prepared which explain the from the students. So I would encourage students to go through those videos and understand that if you are really interested in engineering, you mentally prepared yourself that yes, I'm ready to work a little extra hour beyond college hours. I'm ready to participate in project competitions. I'm ready to develop some good projects. I'm ready to do projects which are across the departments. It should not be that I'm student in electronics, so I will do only electronics project. That should not be the case. I will participate with computer student, mechanical student. We are having Agnel robotics club, etc. So that is what is my suggestion to the students. Take the things seriously, make your own decision, and then once you take admission, any branch. One more thing, in our society currently, the picture is computer and IT. These are the only branches which are the best branches. I would like to tell it is not like that. All the branches, they are equally good. Now, none of the branches, neither electronics and telecom, nor mechanical, nor electrical, can survive without computer. So every branch, they have got the relevant subjects which are related to computer to their domain. So my request to students is you should not get carried away with your friends that okay, computer and IT, and he got computer, I didn't get computer. That should not be the case. You take admission, you have your priorities, first branch, second branch, third branch. Whichever branch you get admission, you take the admission. Ultimately, the real story will start after taking the admission. You should be ready to put extra efforts in learning the fundamentals and carrying out the mini project and participating in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. If you are ready to do that, the jobs are definitely there.
Thank you so much, sir. This was certainly an insightful session.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for calling for this session. Thank you.
So everyone, this was Mr. Milind Shah, sir, Dean Academics at FCRIT on the episode of Thoughtful Leaders and Initiative under Thoughtful Education by Collegedunia.com. Thank you very much, sir, for giving us your time speaking to us amidst your busy schedule. We look forward to interact with you again, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.